Okay, now today's topic is web table. So, how to upload a web table content we are going to see. Okay, first of all, I will show you the scenario in the application what I am going to do. So, just a minute. Okay, let me open my Orange HRM application. Okay, I'm logging into the application, and after that, I'm going to the PIM and employees list. Right now, this is my web table. So suppose if any add nationality record or any employees record is adding, after adding, the records are adding in our web table. And I want to upload this web table data into my Excel. Okay, this complete all web table data I want to upload into the Excel. So that scenario we are going to discuss now. So let's see. Let's see how to automate this web table content into an Excel. Okay. So So before explaining this topic, I want to tell you how to identify the XPaths, how to identify the number of rows and number of columns of a particular web table. Okay, let me open my notepad here. I think web table already it's there. Just a minute, I will open that one. Yes. If you see this, okay, first of all, I want to know the number of columns. Okay, how many number of columns are there in this web table? So just I'm doing right click and I'm inspecting the ID. So this is the one. Just I'm taking copy XPath. Dharmaja, do it. Okay, copy XPath I'm doing and I'm pasting here. So that is the same one only I copied. It which means this is the number of columns. This is the XPath I have taken to identify the number of columns. Um, Number of columns. So I have taken like this. So this is the number of columns I can find out. So let me check how to identify the number of columns. So th of 2 means always it is selecting the ID column only. But if I will remove th of 2 means th means table header. So it is starting from 1 th of 1, th of 2, th of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And here it is showing 8 of 8, which means this this XPath I can take it as a number of columns. I can take it as for number of columns. So this indicates number of columns, right? So number of columns it is displaying as 8 of 8. So there are total number of 8 columns are there. Just I removed this part. So first of all, I inspected my first web element XPath. So this is th of 2, it is displayed. So after that, I removed the th of 2 so that it is identifying total number of columns headers XPath like this. Th of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this XPath I copied and pasted in my notepad. So now we understood number of columns XPath is this one. Now similarly, I want to find out number of rows. So I want to find out how many number of rows in this web table. So to check that one, you need to click one of the cell value. Just I'm selecting cell value right now. Just I'm clicking on inspect. So just copy XPath. So this is the cell value, first cell value, right? Suppose if I want to know the number of rows in a particular column, okay, what I am doing this in this one, just I am removing tr of 1. Previously I removed th of 2, so that I am able to find out how many number of columns. Now here I am removing tr of 1. So first of all I will show you this one. So if you come to here, Control F, Control V, so it is selected this one. Suppose if I will tr of 1, if I will remove, so total here it is showing 1 of 9, means that is 1 of 9, 2 of 9, 3 of 9, 4 of 9, 5 of 9, means in the second column only it's going 6 of 9, 7 of 9, 8 of 9, 9 of 9. So total 9 of 9 it is going. It is identifying like this. So we understood how to identify the number of rows XPath like this. So this is the XPath I'm taking per number of rows.
So is it possible to detect the number of rows through page break also?
Page break. No. If page 1, page 2, page 3 like that, if it
Ah,
contains you are asking. So that
ah,
we need to, this is I'm telling in page 1. So once after
okay,
clicking on page 2, the same logic will be applicable.
got it.
Okay. So now we understood. So now we understood how many number of rows. This is the one we concluded. This is the one is for total number of columns. This is the one for total number of rows in a particular web table. So now we understood what is the, okay, now let's go to here. So first of all, I opened my Orange HRM application. I navigated and I logged in. And after that, I clicked on employees list. Okay. And after that, I'm calling my method as web table employees method. Okay. Means this method will going to here. So I implemented this method on top here. So it's going. So this one, employee columns. So whatever columns XPath I identified. So number of columns. This is the XPath. Okay, I'm going to use. So employees columns XPath I have saved in my variable like this, and driver dot find elements by XPath employee columns. So here it is coming. Here all the web elements information is stored in this web object now. Okay, so columns means so all the column header information is available in this web element. So here columns is a group of web elements represents the column headers. Okay. Similarly, number of rows. Okay. So employees rows is equal to whatever I have XPath I have taken. That rows is equal to driver dot find elements by XPath employee rows. So the first part is completed. Hope is everyone clear as of now? Shravanti, Purushottam. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I couldn't get it completely.
So whatever
The
XPath,
first part, yeah.
this is the XPath. This is the XPath is representing employee columns. This is the
Right.
XPath is representing employee rows. So just I saved employee columns is equal to this
Okay.
one,
Yeah.
and employees rows is equal to this is the XPath I saved.
Number of columns
Yeah.
and rows. Okay, fine.
So we know how to get group of web elements. Driver dot find elements by XPath. So all the columns header information is available in this web object, and all the rows information is available in this web object. Okay. So now from this one columns and rows, we understood how many number of columns is there in the particular web table and how many number of rows are available in that particular web table we understood. So that's the summary we discussed as of now. So I explained up to line number 14 to 19. So
Yep.
so this is the main point before explaining the logic. Okay. So now let's go into the main logic part. For I is equal to, for I in range 1 to length of rows of plus 1. So length of rows total it is showing total it is showing 8 rows. Okay, length of rows means suppose if I want to print here, print first of all, I will execute up to here. Just a minute. Number of columns. This is some complex logic. Just we need to understand number of okay. Number of rows. Okay. Now what I will do, I'm keeping these lines of code in comment. First, I will execute the logic up to here. After that, we will discuss the remaining lines of code. Okay. Now let me save the content. And once the program execution starts, log in and I will navigate it to employees list, and web table employees method will be executed. That is implemented on top here. So number of rows and number of columns, these values will be printed on the console. Now let's see as of now. Okay. So I navigated to my web table here. Now what it will display, we will see. Sorry. So str something it is displaying. Just a minute.
I think it's the print statement.
Yeah. Length of columns, not int. It should be str. It is showing str. Sorry. Here I missed. Right. Right. Now let's see. Some print statement is not printing correctly. Now let me rerun the program. Okay. So now we understood number of columns is 8 and number of rows is 9. We understood. Okay. So as of now, is everyone clear? Shavanti, Purushottam, Kedar.
Yes, I'm clear.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
Yes.
Now let's understand the remaining logic. So after executing this for loop, how to traverse each and every cell I'm going to tell now. Okay. So to traverse a cell, so what I am doing, I will show you right now. So just I am right clicking and inspect, Control F, Control V. Just a minute. The first cell value I'm taking, XPath. Copy XPath. So one of TD of 2 means second 001. It is selecting 001. Okay. And here, which means okay, TD of 3 means this one, TD of 4 means this one, TD of 5 means this one, TD of 6 means this one, TD of 7 means this sorry, TD of 7 means this one, TD of 8 means this one, and TD of 9 there is no. So now I need to go to TD of 2 again. Sorry, TD of 1. So if I want to come to second row, I need to change it value here. 2 of 2 and 2 of 3 and 2 of 4. So when I am traversing in the column, okay, so the second value is changing. Okay, so how I am traverse. So this is the X path I have taken. Which X path I have taken? Just a minute, I will show you. So this is the X path I have taken. Okay, sorry, this is the cell value X path I have taken. Control C, and this X path I have written like this. So the below X path I have written like this, into expression format like this, because so for I is equal to, so my for loop has to repeat 9 times because it contains total 9 rows. Okay, so 9 plus 1 means 10. So I will be started from 1 to 9. Okay, because 9 plus 1 means 10. So I will be repeated up to 1 to 9, and j value will be repeated. J represents column. Okay, so here str of 1 means this one, and 2 means column. J represents column because my cell value here in the web table, it is starting from second value, second cell value. First one is checkbox, it's not required because by default when I'm checking, so the td of 2 means the first cell value, it is selected like this. Just a minute, copy X path. So TD of 2. So the cell value, J value, it is starting from 2. Okay, but the first cell value, it represents checkbox. It is not required to me. So that's why I have declared my J value as 2. And now I'm representing how many number of columns are there, I'm mentioning here. So length of columns. So 8 plus 1, 9 means 2 to 9 means from 2 to 8 it will be. So this value will be changed here. This value will be changed wherever I highlighted. So whenever whenever I'm traversing any of the web cell, so str of 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4, 1 of 5, here J value only changing. Okay, I value is fixed because when I value is 1, the control is entered into for loop, and after that my J value started from 2, which means when str 1 comma 2, and again J value only I'm changing. J value again it is changing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When the J value will become 9s, 9 less than 9, the condition will be failed, and it won't repeat. So like that, I'm identifying each X path. I'm traversing each cell value in the J loop. Okay, so J loop represents the column value. Okay, I here high value is representing my row. Okay, so here that's why str of 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, 1, 1 comma 8. Like that I'm identifying. So when it is first cell value, what I'm doing, edriver dot find element by xpath of str1. So it is highlighting first cell value and element dot text. So the first cell value, whatever this text contains, that text I'm getting, and I'm storing into my string variable like web element text, and I'm printing my web element text is coming or not. After that, what I'm doing, I'm uploading my data into my, so write data is the method. So write data means, see here I have created, this is the Excel util we are using. So in this one, in this Excel API test 5, we are having a method as write data. So when I'm passing the appropriate input data, the data is uploading into that Excel. So which Excel I want to upload, I mentioned, and I mentioned my sheet 1, and I value means 1 comma 2 value I'm uploading, and web element text also I'm giving the input. So whatever that cell value, first cell value data is there, it's uploading. Like that 1 comma 2 value is uploaded. Again 1 comma 3 value will be xpath will be identified, and 1 comma 3 value will be uploaded. Again 1 comma 4 value will be uploaded, and 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, and 1 comma 8. When j value will becomes 9, okay, 9 less than 9, the control will be failed, and the control will go back to the I loop, and the I value will be changed from 1 to 2, which means the traversing will be started again from 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6, 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8. Like that, again j value will become 9, 9 less than or equal to 9, condition will be failed. Again the control will go back to the 3. Like that, each and every cell value will be written in the Excel like this. Okay, so this is a complex logic. You need to take one pen and paper. So I tried my best to explain this logic. Hope is everyone understood, or do you want me to repeat? Any clarification is required, just let me know.
Yes,
Sir,
Yeah, one by one. First, yeah, Shravanti, you can go.
I'm understanding. No worries about this.
Yes, yes, Purushottam, you can go ahead.
yeah, basically this concept talks about the exporting the data which is available in the web page, right? It is not an upload option. It is an download option, correct?
Upload whatever web table. So I'm going to tell you the scenario is the entire web table content I want to upload into an Excel. So to write that logic, I have written two for loops. So here my I value representing row and my column value is representing j. So 1 comma 2, like that, each cell value I'm traversing and I'm uploading each cell value into my Excel. Okay, what I
Could you
will
please
do?
run this program
Okay,
once,
yeah, right, that is
and
perfect.
we'll see
Okay,
the output.
yeah, perfect. After running the program, we will discuss the logic again. Okay, so see, every cell value it will be traversed. Web element border also it will be highlighted during the execution. Just observe that point. See, so j value it is increasing, and second row again for loop is going, and it's like this. It is highlighting. Okay, so all the cells are selected, and all the data is every time it's uploaded. When 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, like that, so like that it's uploaded. Now let's go and check the Excel data. Okay, so my Excel data is tc02 underscore emp export to. One second. tc02 underscore emp export to. Just now this file is updated 7:59 a.m. See, the complete data it's uploaded into my Excel like this information. So all the employees information it's uploaded like this. Okay, so that's it on the. So here the important logic is here this line only. So the line number 32 is the most important line. So whatever first cell value I converted into expression format. So 1 comma 2 means it is always first cell. 1 comma 3 means that is the 2 comma 3. Okay, so like that. So 1 comma 4 means it is the next cell. 1 comma 5 means it is the next cell. 1 comma 6 means like that. 1 comma 7, 1 comma 8. So j value is increasing. 8 plus 1 means length of columns, number of columns is 8 plus 1. So 2 comma 9. So when j value will become 9, 9 less than or equal 9 less than 9, the condition will be failed, and again the control will go back to the for loop, and the for loop I value will be changed. Previously the I value is 1, again the I value will be changed to 2, 2 comma 2. Here the value will be changed as xpath value will be changed 2 comma 2. So 2 comma 2 means in the second row this one, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 6, 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8, which means j value will become 8. So when j value will become 8, and again j value it's increasing in the last stage, j value will become 9, 9 less than or 9 less than 9, the condition will be failed. Okay, and the control will go back to the 3, and 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 3 comma 5, like that. So up to 3 comma 8, again each cell value I'm selecting driver dot find element by XPath. So when this line is executing, line number 34, each cell value web element border is highlighting in red, and from that cell value I'm getting the text. Element dot text means whatever text it contains, that text I'm getting. That web element text I'm passing as the argument here. So write data. So this text web element text I want to upload into this Excel under sheet 1, under this 1 comma 1 comma 2 1 comma 3 1 comma 4, like that. Same way the Excel data is also uploading into the TC0 to EMP export.xlsx. So that's it on the for loops. So to understand this logic, you need to be more expertise in the for loops. That's it. So
I think
either,
this is the typical concept of nested for loop.
yeah, see, for to
Yes.
write, to handle any web table information, people will write logic like this only. All the
Yes.
people will follow the same logic, because it contains so many rows. It contains, so you have to repeat your logic 9 times. That's why I have written for I is equal to 1 to 9. 1 to 9 plus 1 means 10. Okay, number of rows 9 plus 1, 10 means, so it will be repeated up to 9 times. Okay, and j is equal to 2, length of 8 plus length of columns means 8 plus 1, which means total 9. So 2 to 9 means 2, j will be repeated up to 8. So when it reaches to condition 8 9, it will, again the control will go back to the for loop, and the I value will be increased to 2. Okay, I tried my best, but the for loop logic will be written like this only. Everywhere anybody they will write the logic like this only. Okay, so Purushottam, any doubts? So if you want me to tell particular line, just tell, you can ask me, I can tell you, I can give you the explanation. I tried my best.
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. So just one concern is on the line number 37. So when you're writing the data from the Excel, which was being exported from Excel API test 4,
Hmm.
how the in the sheet 1, when you are calling the data I comma j web element is there, right? So how it is aligning from for the specified rows and columns?
Because your I is 1 and j is 2. 1 comma 2 means, 1 second. So here I is 1, j is 2. So first row, second column. 1 second. This is first row, second column. From here onwards, that data uploaded started. And 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 7, 1 comma 8. So like that only, same logic, whatever web table it is traversing, the same logic it's uploaded. So when j value is when j value again the when the I value again it changes to second row, means 2 comma 1,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
comma 2,
yeah,
like that only it's uploaded. 2
yeah.
comma
Got
1
you got
means,
your point.
okay, 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 that's it on the web table. This web table lab I didn't add it. Okay, today I will add this final version, RNG-HRM 37 final version. So we have completed web tables concept. Okay, that's it on the web table. I will upload this latest RNG-HRM 37 Selenium in my website. You can take the latest download. By today evening, I will upload. So you need to understand this logic only. The main logic of this program is from line number this is the one, and the main heart of the this web table is this one. You need to write the text path, first cell value you need to convert into expression format. Okay, and that for loop is rotating 9 times. So in each row it is iterating. So 1 comma 2 1 comma 3 1 comma 4, like that. Okay, so you try to understand this logic one more time by yourself.